We started the company in the dorms at Cal Poly. Just two of us running an inventory out of the closet and growing slowly, hiring our friends to help us run shipping. By the time I graduated, we had over $1 million in revenue and we were growing fast. We've been profitable since our second month in operation, and we've continued to grow at a rate that's kept us on the Inc. 5000 fastest growing company list the last several years in a row. We've been able to not just reinvest that profit in growth, but also use it to build the absolute best team we could.
We've got world-class people here in all kinds of fields, like electrical engineering, system architecture, repair technicians, programming, all under one roof.
I see, people who are just crazy obsessed about doing things because they're passionate about it, not because someone told them to do it or, that they need to do it to earn a paycheck or whatever.
I remember a time soon after I graduated that every weekend I would just sit around and wait for Monday to come around so I could go into work and program again.
Everybody that works here really loves what they do, and I feel like it's not a place where people just come and clock in and then leave and then don't think about work in the off hours.
Compared to my previous programming jobs, working at iFixit feels much more like working with a family.
We're not really a team or a staff of people, we're a family, and we work together every day as a family that really cares about each other and invests in making sure that we're all the best that we can be. I feel really fortunate that we've been able to gather such an impressive team here in San Luis Obispo. One of the most fun things about starting your own company is that I got to choose where I wanted to live. And San Luis Obispo was absolutely the right choice. This is such a phenomenal place to be.
There is a ton to do here, and so, on a whim, I can go wine tasting, or I can go surfing, or I can go hiking.
It's absolutely gorgeous here. The weather is phenomenal year-round, and there is no lacking of both outdoor activities to go and relax on the weekend, and also all sorts of interesting culture and bands coming through all the time. We really have the ideal intersection of culture and access to the outdoors.
I love it here. I grew up here. There's amazing mountain bike trails right outside the door. I get off work every day and I don't even have to throw my bike in a truck to get outside and enjoy the sunshine.
I like hiking. I really like the outdoors. I really like surfing.
One of the things that I absolutely love doing is taking my kayak out and going surfing alongside all the surfers. There's maybe 15 or 20 incredible surf spots within a 10-minute drive of the office, and I just have a blast kayaking along with everybody else.
I love to brag to my friends about where I live, and if they laugh at me, I can just tell them that Oprah said that we live in the happiest place in America, top 5 in the world, so that's pretty awesome.
We've set the gold standard for repair documentation, and that wasn't good enough. Then we took and we built the absolute best software anyone's ever made to write a repair manual around that.
Our repair manuals are the best. And when I say that, I'm really honest about it. And we've chosen a format that works really well, that's been proven over time. And the reason why it works so well is because we take amazing photographs. We explain all the steps as clearly as possible, and we let the user do whatever the heck they want with those manuals.
It's exciting to work with technologies that actually matter.
The traditional repair manuals are stuck in the 20th century. They're very static. You can't change anything about them. Our manuals are more organic.
It's empowering to me to know that we're building tools that help people help each other. And I see our role as providing the software and the tools to make our community incredible at teaching people how to fix things.
That's one of the great things about software, is that if you write it once and you write it well, it can scale to thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people. And it really has power, software has power to create communities.
We have one of the best communities that I've ever seen. We have members teaching each other how to do everything from fixing waterlogged iPods to installing new brakes in their minivan.
One thing that I think is pretty cool is that customer-wise, we work with, big organizations, but also individuals, and that's probably more where my heart is getting an email from a mom that fixed her kid's iPod, or getting an email from a kid that fixed his mom's iPod.
We also have a bunch of users from around the world who are actively contributing on our site every day through answers, through repair guides, and even teardowns.
We've made a website that isn't, you know, a super complex, intimidating product. You know, you go to our site and you know exactly how to interact with it. You can ask a question, you can submit a guide, you know how to modify a guide. I mean, it's not rocket science, and I think that that lowers the barrier to entry.
The biggest reason we've been effective has been our top-notch development team.
The other developers are always there to toss ideas around, and I like being able to just bounce next door and say, hey, what do you think about this, and have a conversation with someone who's equally passionate about what we're working on. So there's collaboration, but there's still ownership working on features.
We have one of the quickest turnaround times for any sort of feature, I think, of any website out there, especially for things that are high priority. You know, it literally happens in hours.
As a developer, it was really important to me to build an environment where I would be productive and effective. And we did that. We have private offices for developers, management that helps out but doesn't get in the way, instantaneous deployment, and we've really been effective at creating the kind of place where a programmer knows that he can just go and get work done and publish code.
Well, we have a really nice office. There's a lot of open space, there's a lot of people available, and a lot of resources available instantly. Having a private office is nice because it allows you to close the door and basically mute everybody else.
There have been times where a feature has been requested and I've felt there were better ways to do it. And the floor is always open to have that discussion to decide, you know, all right, maybe there is a better way to do it.
There's not a whole lot of top-down, angry management with quotas.
iFixit is a place where I can go to work and know that I'm making a difference, both at a global scale and also impacting people's lives.
Our whole mission is to help everybody fix everything, and people fall in love with that mission right along with us.
We are an e-commerce company, but we're also more than that.
We want to do something that's going to have a long-lasting, long-term, positive effect in the world.